I admit, sometimes I take things a little bit too far, and I just realized that I've probably done puzzles worth of 10,000 euros during my life, and I've completely lost account with my collection, which is probably like 500 to 600 puzzles and all kind of accessories. 10,000 euros worth of puzzles sounds pretty obnoxious. Welcome to Puzzle with Emilia, that's me, and today I'm gonna share you small stories and some highlights of my crazy huge puzzle collection. And don't worry, I'm not gonna leave you hanging with this obnoxious 10,000 euros worth of puzzles. Obviously, if we would use that amount of what I have spent on puzzles, it's obviously an exaggeration, at least I hope so. But if we really count all the puzzles that I have done and they're kind of like the original prices, then I think the 10,000 euros might be actually a too low number for that. Because obviously a lot of puzzles, not the majority, but a lot of puzzles I have actually done you know, in puzzle events, in competitions. Somebody has borrowed me a puzzles. There's these traveling puzzles. I've also been gifted a lot of puzzles from the lovely people in the puzzle community, my husband, friends. But let's go and see what is in my collection and what kind of funny stories I'm not funny. What kind of stories I may have to share with you. I really want to start by showing this because the holiday season is coming, so get your Christmas calendars ready. I invested this, I feel like, super expensive Christmas calendar this year from Reverie. Obviously, if you count that it's 24 puzzles, it's not that much per puzzle, but I'm super excited for this. I also had the Halloween calendar and I was very pleased with it. You can also do a Christmas calendar, by the way, yourself. If you have those old-fashioned fill-in or fillable calendars, you can just buy any puzzle and split it. So you don't really need to invest a lot of money just to have a puzzle calendar. The amount of puzzles I have everywhere in my tiny little casita is absolutely insane. It's not just this that you see very often in the videos. This is actually a puzzle, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but this is a puzzle that was my first under an hour. And it was actually, excuse me if I'm lying by a couple minutes, but I think it was 52 minutes. And it was just a couple months after I started speed puzzling when my average was still like 2 hours. And it was for a very long time the only puzzle I've done under an hour, and not like just a little bit under an hour, like clearly. So I don't know if all the stars and moons have been aligned so well on that day or what went with it, because you would assume that if I'd done this in the very early days of my speed puzzling with that time, I would do it now in like 40. But I actually have done this a couple times even with a slower time, and I've tried so hard. I can do it like with 40 something, but it's like very close to the original time. So I really don't understand what went with this puzzle back in the day. These are on my to-do pile. Those are for competitions. More of my to-do pile. As you can see, the kitchen table here is not used for eating. Absolutely not. In the very beginning, I only bought like 2,000 piece puzzles, 1,500. When I started buying 500 piece puzzles, I really fell in love with all these mud puppy puzzles, and I traveled all the way to Porvoo always to get them, because I'm like that kind of person who barely orders anything online, and it's the only store that I knew that would sell these. So yeah, it's a little bit of a drive to get this, but I absolutely used to love them. They're still my favorites. I know it's owned by Gallus, and some of you say that they have a bad quality. I've never experienced that, so I still absolutely love them. Prim's favorite puzzle from this week. I feel like this is one of those puzzles that people would be like, oh my god, this is not my favorite. But I'm like, I like it. It wasn't actually even that bad. It was an hour and 12 minutes or so. You can see it was bought as used from reuse center. Okay, so this is a puzzle that I bought in very random, small, like literally small village in Middle East. And I was like, oh my god, this must be like the most rare, unique puzzle ever. I was so excited about it, showed it in one of my videos, and people were like, Yeah, I just bought it yesterday on supermarket in this European country whatsoever. So yeah, that's how little I actually know about puzzle brands. I know much more about speed puzzling as a sport than actually about puzzles. But yeah, it's still a very lovely panorama puzzle. Absolutely love it. These are puzzles I'm planning to do before Sunday because we have a speed up session with tips for specific brands. This one I did yesterday. Alright, I think I actually just found some puzzles that I haven't done. These should be on my to-do pile. Alright, Jan van Hasteren, still cannot pronounce it. It's not actually that hard. Okay, I've done only one. It's not actually that hard as it looks. So let's put this to the to-do pile. I also saw something else that it should be there. This one. Yes, impossible puzzle. I love these challenge puzzles. This is kind of like a challenge puzzle department here. Impossible puzzle, definitely will be doing that. I also love these mystery puzzles if you're not familiar. So basically the reference image is kind of like before picture and you're supposed to puzzle what happens next. Oh my god, I feel like I cannot film here because this is like so bad lighting and nothing looks cute here, but just wanted to show you that yeah, not everything fits anywhere, so I just keep piling them up on our tiny little bedroom on the floor right now. Okay, so this is most of the wooden puzzles I've done. There's a couple more that are not in my collection, but honestly, just these are probably worth at least 400, probably even more. This one I got from the US champion, Alice, thank you. Oh, and this one. Daniel always does the mistake that he gets excited about these. I can do this pretty fast, but obviously he's not as fast as me. These are really hard actually. So he's get it started and then he realizes it's not fun. I don't want to do this anymore. But the thing with these puzzles is that if you start them, you kind of have to finish them if you want to put it back to the box. So once you get this out, you have to put them back. But yeah, these are super happy. Yes, they're happy puzzles. Well, almost. Be happy. Yes, happy puzzles. Absolutely, yes. Amy Stewart, Amy Stewart, Amy Stewart. Amy Stewart, Amy Stewart. Amy Stewart. Amy, 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 Amy. Ooh, what is that? An Amy Stewart puzzle. Super quick question. Guess what was the most common puzzle brand in my collection before I found out about speed puzzling? Clementoni would be the right answer to that question. There's more somewhere else. Alright, where is it? Give it to me now. Oh, this is so dusty. This is a puzzle how I learned that if the puzzle image originally was like a famous photograph and then it's printed out as a puzzle, the puzzle colors will not match with the original photograph. So now, obviously, I'm not a professional photographer, I'm not a printing expert. What I assume that the reason is, if you do know, please comment, is that if it's original image, and it always changes a little bit of the colors when you print it, but because it's an original known image, you cannot change the colors to the image that you put as a reference. Whereas maybe if it's like a stock photo or something, you can print it out as a puzzle and then maybe adjust the original image to put on the box to match more like the colors. That's what I think it is, but obviously I don't know. But absolutely lovely puzzles. I feel this Ravensburger is pretty basic, nothing to kind of like showcase. I do want to show these. So these are like I think it's nowadays called a glow series. So these actually glow in the dark. I never realized that, so I've never seen the glow. I've just done them and put them back, but I want to definitely try it out. This one was my first puzzle ever. That's how I started, with the easiest piece count. I got excited about all these little quizzes now. Okay, next question. The answer is not this. After I found out about speed puzzling and started buying 500-piece puzzles like a crazy person, what was the most common brand of my 500-piece puzzles before this all happened later? Your answer is on the way. Did I say something about 500 piece puzzles? Hey ho. And I'm pretty sure there is still a lot more somewhere. Oh my god, if you ever want to test your patience with the glare, these Platinum puzzles are for you. It is absolutely crazy, and also they're like, most of it is actually like black and white, and it's like the glare is absolutely crazy. And oh, I love this one. I have to put this on my to-do file. I've done it. I love these boxes where you have like multiple puzzles in one box. Yeah. I was just filming in the selfie mode and I saw that there is puzzles also above our kitchen stuff. Oh my god. What are those? Okay, let's go to see what this place has eaten. Alright, I've done this recently. Pomegranate, new brand for me. I really like the big pieces. Alright. I think that's the Canadian brand. Oh, I can't remember. Villager puzzles. Oh, and actually this was what I wanted to donate back to the reuse center. I think that's where I got them originally. So, what's that? Oh, I think that was used in one of the competitions. Alright. Anything else over here? Now that I got the camera angle. Oh, that's us. Cute. Yay! Alright, these are custom made puzzles from Finnish, or maybe it's a Nordic printing company who just, you know, does mugs and like all these image products. We actually did this one. No, not this one. Where's the other one? Inspirational quote. We did this one for our anniversary. We've been married 4 years, together almost 8. Crazy. This is another one. Cute picture of us as well. There is one big one. I would just like to remind you that Daniel bought this for me, so this is not a self-promotion, but it's quite a cute picture of me. This is the type of puzzles that my husband used to buy for me before he started doing puzzles, thinking that it's like super fun. No. This puzzle, it was a gift from my husband who thought it was extremely funny. This was a birthday gift. People still keep asking me if he was mad at me for something. So if you have participated in my coaching or watched a lot of my videos, you may have heard me talking about this mystery puzzle practice where you let your spouse or friend to buy you a puzzle and hide the box and just give you the pieces. Imagine how hard this puzzle is even with the box. And I can also tell you it looks nice gradient in this reference image. The true story is that the pieces are like completely black, like all of them. So yeah, it was very fun mystery puzzle practice. But I actually did finish it, I don't know, 3-4 hours. Absolutely ridiculous. Although I don't know what I would have really benefited even having the box. Probably would have helped me none. Hey, I found the rest Clementoni puzzles that I said I'm sure there is more somewhere. Here they are. And also, what is this? What is this? Come on, give me now. Oh, this is a puzzle I got from a local artist. She ordered these herself. She's not selling them, but she just wanted to have my opinion if her art would fit as a puzzle, and it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so this was a puzzle that was kind of like my first traveling puzzle, and not what I received, but what I sent as a traveling puzzle when somebody added me to this traveling puzzle group, which was like a fun idea, but I shortly realized how much I hate Facebook groups, and quite honestly people as well a little bit. So this happened to be the only traveling puzzle I've ever sent. Just wasn't for me, you know, too much hassle. You have to download this stupid Facebook app and everything, and everybody's in such a hurry, like, did you send it already? No, you didn't answer my message in 2 hours. I'm like, I don't use my phone for like weekends. So it just wasn't for me. Of course, I want to keep puzzles fun. There wasn't really like problem, nobody was problem, it just wasn't for me. But yeah, it's a very cute puzzle from Galison. Then we have 2 Finnish brands, and I'm not happy with either. The other one is Tactic. The other one is Pelico. You know, this is just random. Like, there is more of these Pelico puzzles, but like, if you want to find the mother of all the false fits puzzle brands, it's this one. I'm serious, it's this one. And they also make like images like this, or like sceneries with one solid sky. And having like a false fits, it's like, please don't do that to me. Hey, I was a liar with my pants on fire. This Lautapelit.fi is also a Finnish brand, in addition to Tactic and Pelico. They also have the false fit issue. It's with all these Finnish brands. Obviously, they're not focused on puzzles, so they do a lot of other games, so maybe that's why. Alright, a lot of people who do speed puzzling a lot say Ravensburger is their favorite because, you know, they just have such a great quality and the images are perfect for speed puzzling because they're, you know, easier. I think there's 3 brands that may have been too overlooked that are also, I would say, even better than Ravensburger if we're going with those arguments. Personally, I don't like Ravensburger as my favorite for speed puzzling. But if we go with those arguments, I would like to present you, first of all, Smith puzzle. This quality is like crazy good. They also have harder images, but in general they're a really good fit for speed puzzling for all levels. Then Cherry Putty that I got to know short time ago, also perfect. And then one, maybe a surprising, I think a lot of people are not knowledge about this brand, I wasn't either, which I guess it's called Kärnan or Kärnan. It's a Swedish brand. I got this from actually when I was ordering food from Matsmart, and it was like a couple euros. And I thought it's gonna be terrible. I didn't do it for a long time. Then I did it and I was like, ooh, this is like my new favorite brand for sure. It's a bit different quality, but it's great quality. And the image, it's actually easy. I just found this picture that I posted in 2023 when I started speed puzzling and my Instagram account, and I was back then like, I have the biggest collection ever, and this picture includes all my collection back then. It's crazy how things have changed. Then I think I just, especially in the beginning of getting puzzles and, you know, buying from the reuse center, I just have a lot of puzzles that are like, I have like 1 or 2 or 3 puzzles from one brand. This is actually bought as new very recently. I don't even know how to pronounce this brand. Aikano 2. All right. This one I got from my pair, Emilia K. I think we were swapping something. Yeah, this is kind of like the puzzles I buy. Like very old one. This is really good for practice. I don't think I've ever done this. I don't think this is my puzzle. I think this is somebody else's puzzle. Okay, somebody who's watching this video, if this is yours, please send me a message. This is clearly used, so I think this is something that somebody was just like, hey, does anybody want to do this? I've never done this. I have to do this before I return it to whomever. Never buy a puzzle from Tiger though. That's like the cheap store where everything is like 1-2 euros. I've done one of these, it was not good, but I'll do it anyway. Yeah, all this kind of random stuff, fame puzzles. Of course, every time I go to a museum or something, I do have to buy a puzzle. So this was bought like from like a Finnish history of like independence kind of museum. This is also from the Porvoo. It's like an old city of Porvoo where I buy those. I mentioned the mud puppies earlier in the Galison. This is also one of their stores. Nova puzzle. Whatever old puzzle. Let me help myself. This one, Bluebird. Euro graphics, probably used in Euro Jigsaw Team. This one I bought recently. What is the brand of this? Let me see. It says lmbgift.com. Oh my god. Martin Schwartz. I don't even know what are these. Does this even exist anymore? From the reuse center, I got this. I got a surprise recycle puzzle. I guess the money goes to charity, so it wasn't very good. Like it, the picture is not too good, but it's for the good purpose, so I could buy even more. Random kids puzzle, yes, the alphabet. Mäyräkoira, as we say this breed in Finnish. Yes. Let's see if there is more. Oh my god, I'm done already with this. I don't know how I'm gonna get all these puzzles back that I now took out of all the places, and something is dropping, I can hear it. Okay, some old fancy print, some other old fancy print. I think this is borrowed to me and asked to return to the reuse center, so I'll do that one. I don't think I got that original. Oh my god, this is the Peliko, the one Finnish brand that I mentioned with the solid sky issue and false fits only. It's what it did, like this was annoying, like this. Also, this was missing half of the puzzles pieces. I know I cannot show you all the puzzles, but just a couple more. Okay, so obviously important topic, if that's what I could say. Yes, very lovely puzzles as well, very enjoyable. Okay, I haven't done the Fearless Females yet, but it's on my to-do list for next. Alright, this is obviously a Ravensburger, but here's the thing, with puzzles I've learned so much about like movies and TV series that I never heard of. I think I posted something about this on some other channel, and somebody commented like, oh, is there also a puzzle of the second season? And I'm like, what season you talking about? This one I have to show because this is just, I don't know, I just like this puzzle so much. It's wonderful. And then just one more thing, these lovely mid-year puzzles that we found on some like a Christmas pop-up store last year. These are absolutely wonderful. There's so many of these. I don't know where you can buy these. I feel like I always bring this to events because I feel like a lot of people haven't done any puzzles from this brand, but these are absolutely wonderful. If I would need to choose one absolutely favorite puzzle, well, Crazy News, it's gonna be from Amy Stewart, but I'm pretty sure if I would need to choose, I think it's gonna be this one. Of course, I also love the Halloween calendar I had recently, and Daniel loves all the Pokemon puzzles, so yeah, that would be probably his favorite. Let's see if we can find Daniel to ask for his favorites.
I am asking the question.
I'm asking the question.
Ah.
Daniel, will you show us 3 favorites of yours of these truffle puzzles? Go.
I will show you my favorites of these truffle puzzles. I go now. So I will say this one, obviously because of the cats.
Yes. One.
It's very cute. I like this one with the monocle. Mm-hmm. Very fancy.
Does the Monopoly person has a monocle is the question. Okay,
no,
okay. The next favorite. You have 20 seconds for 2
this
more
one,
favorites.
This little doggo one.
Ice cream.
Very, very
yes.
cute. And then
and
obviously the last one, which is the doggo collage.
Yeah.
This one is very cute. But this one as well, and all of them.
Okay, Daniel, favorite on this table, chairs included. Holy, it's so dark outside. That's our window. Okay, go.
Okay, I'll think.
Run! You have 30 seconds.
This, well, I like all of these Korkeasaari puzzles.
All of these, yes?
Yeah, so this is considered as 2 and 3.
Okay, gotcha. Favorite of this pile, go.
I think the favorite of this pile is very easy. Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon.
Favorites on this department?
I would say that these 2 looks very cute.
Okay.
I like the design.
All right. I kind of skip them as a basic
Yeah, I really like this
other word. Okay, cool.
illustration.
Yeah, one more.
And then it's hard to pick because I like all this mud puppy. So I will just choose this one, mammals with mohawks.
The final. What is your favorite of these?
So I would say first of all, obviously the Pokemon.
Pokemon. Okay, favorite of this leftover bedroom disaster?
I like
Willy Boy?
the collage over there.
The Trifle Prime?
Yeah, Trifle Prime. I like this
Hedgehog? Yes.
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 And this little Sleepy Dog.
Kuonokamut.
Yes.
Amazing. Good job.
Yeah.
You're released now.
Yes. Finally.
Yeah, pretty much all. I wish I could show all my puzzles, but I was like, okay, let's say I would show every puzzle for like 10 seconds and say something in 10 seconds. Minutes would be 100 minutes and we're not gonna make that long of a video. I have added most of my puzzles to my website, but I feel like it's still missing like at least half. It just takes so long because I also want to put there like links and everything. So yeah, but you can go and check from the website my puzzle collection. It will be finished someday over the rainbow. And I just wanted to point out that I am well aware of like how privileged I am in a way that I actually also can buy new puzzles without thinking too much of my budget. But of course, like I try not to buy too many puzzles. Like this whole big mess is actually caused by the fact that I've never ever in my entire life sold one puzzle to anybody else. So I buy a puzzle and I hold on to it, which is obviously pretty stupid. So that's something I'm gonna work on and try to kind of like do the pile of this I could not even specifically sell. I would love to like donate puzzles. Also, I kind of stopped at one point to do, I had these monthly haul videos, but I kind of like, I don't want to kind of like highlight that buy new stuff. So I know they're really watched and kind of like draw the attention, but I kind of don't want to do them anymore. Maybe I will do if I buy like a lot of recycled puzzles or something, even though I'm trying to do a new content that is not specifically related to always speed puzzling. I hope you're enjoying. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. And if you're a subscriber and you are interested in speed puzzling and want to get a little bit of coaching, we do have the coaching program Speed Up that you can join as a channel member. See you next time. Bye bye. Why did I ever even buy this puzzle? I need to buy a bigger house to actually have space to do it.